I'm now obsessed and / fascinated on this concept that I came up with some months ago, and I've now expanded it into a more global concept. There's a micro and a macro here.
Oh, wow.
And I've been thinking about it a lot.
Okay.
And what I've been thinking about a lot is your young life, and
he thinks I'm young.
no, I'm going to the Wayback Machine, baby.
Oh, okay.
I'm picturing Alicia Krause as a youngster.
Yes.
And her sandwich situation. Now, before you answer, I've been thinking about it for a while, and I thought,
my sandwich situation, or like sandwiches globally?
Globally,
okay.
but also micro and macro, which is to say, if you had a mom that was good with the sandwiches, did a lot of work, made you what you wanted. It's not really about what kind of sandwich. It was what kind of sandwich do you want, and did you get that sandwich? If that was your mom, you had a pretty on top of it good mom globally. She's probably good all the way around. You know what I mean? And conversely, if you had a bad sandwich mom, she was probably bad all the way around, And I was thinking about it, and I talked to Dr. Drew about it for about 20 minutes today, and I know his mom. I knew his mom, and I knew his relationship with his mom.
Yeah.
I knew what kind of person his mom was.
And did it confirm your theory?
Yes. I was like, you did not have a good sandwich experience growing up. And he was like, yeah, I got a shit sandwich. And I said, now, there's also an option, and it's a range. You could have, believe it or not, there's a zero sandwich mom.
Oh, like the mom that forgets or just doesn't give a shit, so she doesn't make
Gone.
the kid
No
anything.
sandwich mom.
Yep.
Well, there's, high on drugs, locked in a room the whole time, not coming out. I mean,
Unfortunately,
there's a zero sandwich mom.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's the boar's head, top of the heap. He likes smoked Gouda, and smoked Gouda he shall have. There's that buying special rolls. He's a Kaiser man.
Oh, that's my children. They get their grandmother's homemade sourdough.
Okay, that's just what I'm touching. But you're good, mom. That's what I'm saying. But you're not a 10 in the sandwich department and then put cigarettes out on them and beat them with a cane. It's like you're also the mom that's saving for college and in the stands at the girls' volleyball game. And it's a global thing. But I'm saying we no longer need to look at all aspects of a child's life. We'll just delve into the sandwich part.
Oh.
And then I went global with it.
Okay.
This country is the best. And we're also
1,000%.
number one sandwich country. We're number one. And now, first off, when you're a number one sandwich country, you're basically saying, A, we value diversity.
True.
Because we have like 700 different kinds of sandwiches.
They're all really good.
Yes. And then what does a sandwich take? It takes a village. We're a melting pot. It's like, we don't just eat beef tongue sandwich. It's like, no, we need smoked turkey over here, and someone's got to make the cheese. A little provolone would be nice. Then there's the tomato and the pickle slices. It's like, what we need is this is what this country is. We need welders.
Anyone else very hungry right now?
I'm getting hungry. We need
Get some sandwiches.
We need the SpaceX people,
Yeah.
but we also need plumbers, but we
and they all like a good sandwich.
and we need cello players. Like we do everything
we
here.
need pulled pork and a BLT
and
and a caprese.
it all adds to the others.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
So
now
and
we need-
also if you're a shit sandwich nation, your nation sucks too. There's like no one goes, oh, you've been to the delis in Darfur? Oh my God. No. You show me the shitbox country. I'll show you the zero sandwich. Now, here's the bad countries. You ready? Every country, and I've researched this. Every
Oh, really?
country. Oh, yeah. Well, I have my people do. But the point is this. Most every country has a sandwich.
Really?
Well, most, but they got one sandwich. It's their sandwich.
That they're like known for.
Yeah, we got, pita bread with the shawarma on it, but we don't have a BLT, obviously, and a million others.
France has a baguette with brie.
No, hold on a second. France is a good sandwich nation because they're a good nation. UK is a good sandwich. Now, look, we're number one. I'm not saying we're not number one.
We're number one in the sandwiches.
But that's why we're number one. It's our diversity.
So
we have 7 million different sandwiches. They're all good. By the way, we all welcome your sandwich. I like a falafel. I like a poor boy, and I like a Cuban sandwich
Nobody
or whatever.
wants to eat the same sandwich all the time.
It's our diversity.
So you know what's funny? Now that you say this, my mind is kind of blown, and I feel like Stanford or USC or somebody should do a deeper dive into this.
Denmark is known for their sandwiches, but it's also a great nation. It's a safe nation.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. It's a good... Here's what I'm saying. I will tell you nothing about Alicia Krause, you're going on vacation. I'm going to send you there.
Okay, sweet.
I won't tell you anything about rivers or lakes or
beaches,
or castles or beaches or anything. I will just tell you they're very diverse and very good with their sandwiches versus they have no sandwich game.
Yep.
They're the one sandwich or no sandwich.
Yep.
You pick the one with the most sandwiches, that's the best place to go to.
Also, they probably have if they have a good sandwich, they probably have decent beer and wine too.
It's everything. We have 7,000 IPAs. And we have Germany has good sandwiches, but they make Porsche and Audi and BMW too. Shit countries have one shit sandwich and make 0 cars. It's a thing. It's global.
So you know what I just realized? My mind is blown here. Whenever I travel across the country for speeches, or I'm sure you when you're doing your stand-up and stuff, I always Google whatever city I'm in, whether it's Chicago, Pittsburgh, DFW, Austin, what is this food of the city?
Right.
And then I want to go to a place that has that food. And oftentimes it's usually a take on a burger or a sandwich.
Yeah, like Permante's in Pittsburgh or something
exactly.
like that.
I've totally been there.
So you're a great sandwich mom.
It's the boar's head and the homemade sourdough.
How did you grow up?
So this is going to weird you out. I grew up making my own sandwiches, not because I have a shit mom, but because I was homeschooled all 12 years. So we could just do it ourselves.
Yeah,
and I actually think that there's something in doing it yourself.
I'm offering a third
homeschool kids.
Well, I hadn't worked that into my original equation, but no, I'm gonna say this. Are you ready? There is no sandwich mom. That's what I had. Then there's shit sandwich mom.
Okay.
That's what Drew had. Then there's top 10 sandwich mom. That's what you
Thank you.
are.
Thank you very much.
There is a third one, which is both parents are very busy and or professional and shall provide you with all the necessary ingredients for your own wonderful sandwich, but you shall make it because mom's heading to the law office.
That makes sense.
I will accept that. If you want to have all the materials for a good sandwich and the kid is old enough or what have you, then so be it.
Or they
can
got
make
a
their own
nanny
sandwich.
to make the sandwich in that scenario.
Drew brought up the nanny. It was so funny. We're talking to Daphne, and she was like, my mom, no. We're talking to Andrew, and he said, my mom used to toast the bread, and Drew's head explodes. Like, toast the bread? He didn't even know that was an option for the sandwich, the actual...
It depends on the sandwich. It does help
but
out.
But the shit sandwich mom does not toast bread before the sandwich. That's the loving mom.
Yep.
Because the sandwich is 10% better depending on the sandwich if it's on the toasted bread, but it's an extra step and it's effort that shit sandwich mom doesn't want to put in. Which is also then a global problem because she's not putting the extra effort in anywhere. The sandwich is just a metaphor. It's a yardstick to measure mom, and it's a yardstick to measure societies, cultures, and other countries.
You know what's interesting is Jonathan Haidt recently said, and I think Emily Oster and other statisticians have talked about, back to the mom thing, typically mom can do that or does better at being a mom when there's a dad there, right? That's traditional nuclear family, that even kids that didn't grow up with both parents in the home, if they live in a neighborhood or a community in which the majority of the families, like mom and dad, are together, statistically, they go on to be more successful in life. So that speaks to what you're saying, broadly as a nation, lots of sandwiches equal lots of good moms That's why we're number one.
Vietnam is a single sandwich society.
Is it a banh mi?
Yep.
Oh, it's so good, though.
You know it. It's good, but it's just one.
It's better when they come here and make it here and they
it's all
integrate
they,
into the
It's all they
melting pot.
got. We integrate here. Mexico, one sandwich. Greece, one sandwich. Dawson?
I want to just shit on one of your points a little bit.
You kind of got started with France, but go ahead.
In the UK, they eat butter sandwiches. I don't really think that England is a strong sandwich
I don't know. They have a
nation.
Londoner, and a Londoner is like a marmalade, a ham, a cheese, and like fresh bread. That sounds delicious.
I'm only going off my research, which says, well, first off, look, we have bologna sandwiches. I don't like bologna sandwiches. I don't know who does.
I know a guy that does.
I love them.
Bologna sandwiches.
Okay, now I know two guys that do.
Of course, you love bologna sandwich.
And look,
What's the last time you
Alicia,
made a bologna sandwich?
within a month.
You bought bologna, made a sandwich.
Yeah, because I was
I
raised
only
much
marvel
like
if
Alicia.
I ever go. Nobody does this. Dawson goes. I did it yesterday.
My mom-
doesn't matter what it is.
My mom and dad raised us to kind of take care of ourselves, and as soon as we were physically able to make our own lunches, we had to do that.
Well, we had
And we are
bologna
also
sandwiches too, but I hated them. I'm old now. Like
bologna,
I don't want them.
bologna, salami. Those are pretty much our go-tos in the
All
house.
right, so
Those are the
you
only two
still
we
in
have.
modern times do a bologna sandwich.
Still, I love it.
All right, so it's a shit sandwich that France and other countries, and the aforementioned Denmark, probably wouldn't embrace bologna sandwiches, but we have them here.
You got to put Fritos on a bologna sandwich.
feel
Well,
like-
we're not as high as you are either.
So good.
The other countries are going to have their own butter sandwich or whatever
Yeah.
sandwich that we don't embrace, but they also have a variety. Denmark, UK, and France are big players in the sandwich market, according to my research. But U.S. is number one by far. We have franchises. We have all the sandwich franchises everywhere. We do $160 billion in sandwiches every year.
We have sandwich professionals
Yes, we do.
in the United States.
Guys, my mom and dad, mostly my mom though, used to run a Subway.
What?
Yes.
You are the perfect person to speak to.
It's like flashback. Do you know those like big blow up costumes that they wear that are supposed to look like a foot long sandwich? I had to help some poor high school student see out of one of those.
Oh,
and, like,
really?
traipse
Walk 'em
through,
around?
You know, the county fair and the local parade on
Oh,
the 4th of
really?
July in my
Wow.
little green Subway sandwich shirt.
Also, the other side of the sandwich is a kind of a joy and participation,
Yeah.
which is to say, like Jim Carolla didn't have a sandwich. He doesn't. My dad didn't have a sandwich, but it's also he didn't embrace life per se. You know what I mean? Like the best moment is when you take your son or your daughter, you go to the Jersey Mike's and you go, I want the foot long on the white bread with the smoked turkey. I want extra vinaigrette sauce on there, tomato.
Really hungry, guys.
Yeah,
This
I
is
know.
not fair.
I know. You do it, and then you look at your son or your daughter and you go, what do you want? And
Yeah.
then they go, I want the Italian special with extra olives or some shit. And you go, now we're just enjoying each other.
Yep.
And then the greatest bonding moment is you sit down and you go, okay, you want a bite of my sandwich? And I take a bite of yours. So it's not just about I need sustenance. It's like my dad didn't enjoy life enough to give himself a sandwich. You know, he didn't have I love, we're going down Felipe's, we're getting a French dip, like that's a joyful thing.
That's
You know
such a
what I
good
mean?
point. There's I don't know if I should say the name of the place, but there's there's so many good sandwich spots in LA, by the way, and like a sandwich is probably my husband's love language. And every weekend we do a family hike, usually like Griffith Park, Malibu, somewhere, and then afterwards we go get a sandwich, and then
Love.
we do that.
There's love. There's
with our
great
kids.
bonding.
We have 4 kids, and we get like 5 different sandwiches,
Great.
and we just split it all up.
This
and
is
we're like,
this now. So Drew's family did not do that.
oh, poor Drew.
Right, but it's not. It's because my family didn't do it. Like shit families don't do that because it's a thing. But it's not about we need calories. We just hiked. It's like we want to do something joyful.
Yes,
Yes.
It creates like happy memories and tasty food and like it's insight into other people and what they like. Like, what's your favorite sandwich?
The beauty of the sandwich is it moves around. You know what I mean? Like it could be the Reuben sandwich. It could be the pastrami sandwich. It could be the corned beef sandwich. Like it'll move. A great turkey deli kind of thing. Great Italian style. I mean, it'll move around. Like
but you have to choose.
I have to choose.
Gun to your head, you had to choose.
I would say that when I go in and make my sandwich, I would get smoked turkey. Mm-hmm. I would get a cheese that was a little more interesting, like provolone. Mm-hmm. I would get mustard, mayo, and a little olive oil vinaigrette sauce on there. I like a little moist, you know. I would definitely want big slabs of beefsteak tomato on there.
Oh, yeah.
Not, lettuce is fine, but unnecessary. Little onion, but lightly kind of long shreds of it, just to get a little onion taste in there. Little pickle action, and that's probably my sandwich if I had to live off one.
Sometimes I do like pickle on. I like something with a crunch. Like honestly, I love a good like Italian, or I love like prosciutto, mozzarella, crunchy baguette, so good. But like at home, I would choose like my mother-in-law's sourdough. Sometimes my husband smokes a little like bacon on the green egg and like do a homemade BLT with like the fresh it's just so good. It screams summer to me too, like summertime deliciousness.
Right. So remember,
I'm a good mom. I make good sandwiches, and America needs more good moms. Is that what we boiled down to?
And sandwiches.
And good luck. If you're an adult and somebody goes, what was your mom's sandwich? Like I said to Drew, and he goes, I don't know, shit sandwich. I was like, all right, that's bad. That means not a good global relationship with your mom. You should go, my mom used to make the best, and then you get into a little detail.
Or she cut the crust off of my PB&J's.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Yep. You want that story, not no sandwich or shit sandwich.
So that's is this a question
And in a nation, the more variety of sandwiches that are embraced, the more inclusive. I would argue that this country really doesn't have racism because of our sandwich embracing culture.
Larry Elder would agree.
Larry would agree with my sandwich.
No, but also, should this be like a dating app? Is this a way for men and women to figure out? Because you don't just marry the person, you don't just date the person, it's the whole family.
I'm looking for a girl who likes a Monte Cristo.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not only who likes the Monte Cristo, whose mom maybe taught her how to make it, or whose mom used to make her good sandwiches.
The app's called It's Just a Sandwich. From the guys who brought you It's Just Lunch. It's just a sandwich with a lunch. And you learn, look,
psychologically,
it's true. When you're dating a woman and she's telling you how much she hates her dad, that's going to be trouble for you. It's not going to work out. If you're looking at a woman and you want to know, going to make a good mom for your children one day, the sandwich. The sandwich is everything. All you need to know is the sandwich. And if she's some sort of weird vegan bitch, and it's like, fuck that, we can't eat sandwiches. I want to know.
Just get out of the way on the first date.
I want to go to Jersey Mike's. You know what I'm going to do? I don't know if I would tell them. I would just go, you know what? I planned a whole picnic for our first date. I think it'd be nice.
And you got the sandwiches.
I wouldn't be so presumptuous.
Oh.
We're going to go, we'll just swing by Jersey Mike's on the way up to the trail.
Oh.
And you order whatever you like, my lady.
It's a good way to read
and
them.
Then I'm just going to sit there with the notepad the whole time, stand up. Ooh.
No, but I'm also saying that
smoked provolone.
I know
interesting.
Dr. Drew is in a happy and healthy long-time relationship, but I'm saying as a woman, if you go on a first date with a dude and you're like, hey, so like school lunches, my favorite was PB&J. What was yours? And they're like, oh, I didn't get that. Then you know there's also going to be mommy issues with the dude too.
Or you get the weirdo. The guy goes, head cheese. Yeah, that's a
right.
No, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
New dating app.
New dating app.
Gonna go in on it with me?
It's just a sandwich.
It's just a sandwich.
You learn a lot. And also, you know what you don't want? You know what the other thing about the sandwich?
Other than vegan and the head cheese guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're gone.
Yep.
The other is...
Not allowed on the app.
The other is when I say to my lady friend, just go tell the Jersey Mike's guy whatever you want. I'm just going to stand over here, pay when they're ready. I'm listening. I'm making notes. I'm judging. If you get two, like you go, toasted but lightly toasted, mayo but light mayo. Could I have the mustard on the side? You get too modular and too granular and too specific. She's a pain in the ass. She's a pain in the ass.
Having worked at the subway line and people tell you all the things they don't want instead of the things that they do.
Yes.
No, always choose the shorter option for the poor person behind the counter.
I can tell you a pain in the ass person by how many specific details you need to weave into that sandwich order.
And like I'm gluten free and
high
like,
maintenance.
Could you just make sure is that whole wheat organically?
Right. You know what I'm going to say?
Like,
I'm going to go, you know what? I left my wallet in the car. I'm just going to run out. You're just going to hear it fire up and me speed away.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've solved that problem.
Cool.